An underrated result this past weekend, guys. Of course, if you're not watching CSGO currently, IEM Katowice is now underway this week, which is going to be intense with all those teams there. Speaking of which, though, a few of the teams maybe not there at elsewhere at DreamHack Anaheim, GenG now taking their first title as a team together, and this is, to me, underrated news out there. GenG now take their first title with this new crew, and with that being said, we see some results from a few of these guys, especially Sam taking MVP for the event. A stellar performance, I would say, nearly the entire tournament long, which is great to see. We did not see this showcased a lot when it came time for Envy under different leadership as well, and so it is great to see confidence boost, not only for a guy like Sam, a young gun out there who we see a huge potential for, now showing up to his role, but the entire lineup coming together to win their first title with a decent lineup of teams around them. This is big news. GenG is now working their way slowly but surely to the top of those NA ranks, and I cannot wait to see if these same results can be produced elsewhere. Now, I will say, yes, a lot of the teams here not near as what they once were. Mibr and ENCE had another sucky event. Let's just be honest about this, right? There's no need to hold back any longer. Another poor result for both those lineups, not even making it out of groups. And you could argue maybe, yes, they had a harder group than Group A, but still, we have an Mibr and an ENCE lineup who made changes. And of course, Mibr saying they have this potential to come back to the top. They are dedicated. They are making the practices. They are doing what it takes. But to go out in groups yet again, this can only be allowed for so much longer as we slowly approach our next major. Sooner or later, I'm going to count Mibr out of this one. With what we've seen so far results-wise, we literally have seen, quite literally nothing from these guys. Another difficult result, but still, it pushes others in that same region forward. That being a team like Furia making another grand final. They do fall short to GenG, but in doing so, they take down Complexity, which, albeit, guys, Vitality Alex is looking more and more correct about his honeymoon statement about this Complexity roster. They failed to make the European minor closed qualifier. Not even the actual minor, and now fall short. Yes, a top 4 finish. That's great and all, but not what you expect from a team who takes down Vitality and Astralis just a couple weeks back, now falling to these teams here. It's going to be interesting to see what Complexity does as teams maybe slowly figure them out, or maybe they don't. Furia take down Complexity. We have GenG 2-0 North in a very close series, and GenG take your first title. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm just super, super excited because sometimes Sam's mom actually watches these videos, so if she is, your son did great, and it's a great boost of confidence. I think for my own personal belief in this roster, they take their first title together, and I cannot wait to see if these same results can be produced elsewhere. Meanwhile, these other teams we have seen struggling as we approach this major, they continue to struggle. One last note as well, guys. Speaking of Furia now being the best Brazilian lineup, we actually had them doing a triple overpass boost as well, something that people have not seen in quite some time. This boost has been around supposedly for a few years. I believe Spellin in the replies has actually seen other teams do this, but Furia have now used this random tournament, this one-off tournament, to reveal their one-trick pony. I don't think we'll see this very much, very often. It's a huge risk to actually require 3 players for a boost, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll see this in the major be crucial in some rounds, but now everyone is thinking about it, knowing about it. We'll see who the next team to pull this off actually is. But it was pretty cool to see. And 2 other very quick stories out there that are kind of exciting. Jamppi may be playing yet again. Every time I bring this up, it's kind of a story that gets me sad inside. I'm sure you guys know the Jamppi background, his connected VAC ban, and why he's not on the current OG roster or other top rosters. It was actually about, I want to say a couple months back, SJ Gaming had benched him. He actually himself, I would say benched himself, taking a break from CS. He was going to actually coach, I believe, their academy, their younger roster, and he's now back, whether it be scrimming, whether it be practicing with another lineup out there. He is still playing Counter-Strike, so it's nice to see his break maybe not lasting as long as I thought. I think we can all agree he should not be coaching with how young he is and not be giving up on his dream, albeit we'll see if Valve ever responds on his case. Jamppi is playing again. I don't know if it really means much, but it's great to see. We'll see if he actually joins a new roster, returns to SJ. We'll see his progress in his future. Very lastly for all of us, guys, speaking of IEM Katowice, currently going on as we are speaking during this video. Make sure to go check it out. It's going to be a week-long event of madness, as it's the first one in 2020. We see nearly all of our top teams there. It's actually God Hunden himself from Mad Lions taking to an HLTV interview. It will be linked down below, where he says he saw weaknesses from every single Blast Pro Series team, who are, of course, a lot of them are actually going to be at IEM Katowice. I love this man. Mad Lions, by the way, the top currently ranked Flashpoint League team. So a lot to live up to here for a team who has been on the rise. When it comes to top results, though, they have not yet. And I cannot wait to see how they do. The full quote, though, from Hunden himself. And again, interview link down below. I saw a lot of weaknesses from pretty much all the teams at Blast Premier. It will be hard to make playoffs, but if the teams make the same mistakes and show the same weaknesses, we can for sure use them to our favor. He ends it by saying, God Hunden at Spodek, let's effing go. And that is why I love this guy. I don't know if they're going to be making playoffs, but if they do, this will certainly be revisited as to why Hunden continues to lead this team to success. We'll see how they do at Katowice. Again, one of the tightest competitions we have seen throughout 2020 in terms of top-tier talent. And I'll break down those results, of course, when the event does end for all of you guys. Until next time, hope you all enjoy breaking down esports gaming, CSGO news nearly every single day here on the channel. Thank you for all the love. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.